Hi guys, and if you can't tell from the title below, this is not going to be a book-related video, but this is one that I've kind of wanted to film for a while, and considering that Warped Tour starts next week, I figured I better get started now. And what this video is going to be is me just giving some tips and advice about Warped Tour. And I'm not saying that I'm any kind of expert because I've only actually been to one, unfortunately. This year is going to be my second, but hopefully I can take my experiences and maybe help some of you that are going and this may be your first time and you're not quite sure what to expect. This video is going to be split into a couple different parts, clothes, what you should take in your bag, and just some general tips. And I'll be leaving annotations below so that way if you want to skip to different parts, feel free. Now the first thing that I want to talk about is clothes. Ultimately, you need to wear something that you feel comfortable in and that is fitting for the weather in your town that day. A lot of people might discourage you from wearing band shirts for a band that's going to be on Warped Tour, but I think ultimately it's up to you. If you want to wear a band shirt, wear a band shirt. I'm probably going to wear a band shirt this year, and I had read all that stuff and I was like, oh, I don't want to be one of those people that shows up wearing a band shirt, and it's weird and people look at you weird. But they're not. Everybody is at Warped Tour to have fun. Nobody cares what anybody's wearing, and we're all just here to enjoy the music and have a good time with everyone. No one cares what you're wearing, so don't worry about someone looking down on you because of what you're wearing. Now, this is just my opinion, but I would not recommend wearing jeans. I would wear shorts because it's hot, and especially if you're one of those people who likes to get in the crowd, getting in the crowd and waiting for a band to start is hot, and wearing jeans just sounds miserable. I wouldn't recommend wearing jeans. But while we're on the subject of shorts, I must say that I have thunder thighs, and I wore some shorts last year, and this is going to sound so weird, but my thighs started chafing from walking and my thighs rubbing together, so I've recently got some shorts that are a little bit longer so that doesn't happen. But just a tip, you might walk a lot, so if you have some shorts that might be a little bit shorter, might cause you to chafe, I would rethink those shorts. I also would not recommend wearing flip-flops or heels. Yes, they might be comfortable and cute at the beginning of the day, but by the end of the day, 7, 8, 9 o'clock, your feet are going to be killing you. Even wearing Vans or Converse, your feet are probably going to hurt. So I would recommend wearing tennis shoes, Nikes, Converse, Vans, whatever, that you feel comfortable in. They are broken. Don't wear your new shoes, no. And that's another thing, don't wear shoes that are really nice, because you never know if you're one of those people that likes to get in the pit or you want to crowd surf or whatever, then you just don't want to wear shoes that you would hate if somebody stepped on or, stuff like that. Girls, jewelry. Last year, I was trying to be cute and I wore some of the band bracelets, but those because they're the rubber, they get really hot on your wrists, so I took them off and stuck them in my pocket. I wouldn't recommend wearing a whole lot of jewelry, just keep it minimal, because I wouldn't wear big hoop earrings or anything that you wouldn't want to lose or something that could get ripped off in the pit or the crowd. For the show, before the day of Warped Tour, I would recommend probably going to Walmart or something and getting some really cheap sunglasses to take, because I wouldn't want to take some sunglasses that are your favorite pair, because you never know what might happen to them. Because last year I was in the third row for Blackville Brides set, and I had never been in a situation with someone crowd surfing before, and this girl came and nobody warned me, and she just she almost landed on top of me. I had to push her back up, and my sunglasses fell off, and they didn't break and I didn't lose them, but I can see how easily that could happen, so don't take your nice sunglasses. So now you got your outfit planned out. You're like, okay, so I need to figure out what I'm taking. And I would recommend taking a bag. Last year I took a bag that was like kind of like this size, and with everything that I put in there, because I'm like an over planner, and the shirts that I bought, then it was getting really full at the end of the day. So I'm probably going to be taking a bag that's a little bit bigger. But I wouldn't recommend taking a purse or anything. I would take something that you can put on your back that nobody can get in. Like, this is why I took this one, is because if you have it on your back and you do it like this, there's no way anybody can get into it, with it on your back. So nobody can steal your stuff. Now for what goes into your bag. One thing that will save your life if you're one of those people like me that likes to take pictures and stuff and videos and all of that stuff, and I would take a portable charger. Now, it doesn't have to be some big, huge, expensive one, just like the little ones will work. I will see if I can find the link to the one that I have that is it's 3 full charges, and it's great. It works amazing. I took it last year and it really helped my phone stay alive. So I would recommend taking a portable charger. Another thing that I think is a necessity for your Warped Tour bag is sunscreen. Whether you're pale like me or not, I feel like exposing your body to those harmful rays all day, even if you're tan, you might get a little burnt and it'll hurt. And you don't want to have to, go through that in the coming days. So I would recommend taking sunscreen and applying it regularly. Another thing that I would take, last year I took 2 Sharpies. I took a black and a silver one, and that's just in case, I don't know, like in case I run into somebody and I want them to sign something, or there's a signing and I have something black and all they have is black Sharpies, I have a silver Sharpie, so that way you can see their signature. And last year there was like a band or two that I was like really, really excited to, well, I was excited about all of it, but there was like a couple bands that I was like really into, that if they had a signing I would definitely go, and I took like a CD of them just in case they had a signing, so that we had something for them to sign. So if you think a band that you're really excited about might have a signing, I would take like something small, merch, for them to sign, or if you want to buy something when you get there, and if you happen to be fortunate enough to get into a signing, then you can get them to sign back. You should of course take your license, money, a credit card just in case, and your health insurance card, because you never know what can happen and you want to be prepared. But as for like money, the amount kind of depends on you and how much merch you're wanting to buy. Like food is expensive in the venue, so just keep that in mind when you're thinking about how much money you're going to bring. And the shirts, they're like, if I remember, they're like $25, $30. So just keep that in mind whenever you're taking money. I usually would take like $100 for, food and merch and all of that combined. Yeah, that's about it. You just have to think about how you are with buying merch and how much food you're gonna buy, and that all that combined, should kind of tell you how much money you should take. So something that's very important for Warped Tour is to stay hydrated. And it gets hot and it's very easy to get overheated, and you can take in one like plastic throwaway bottle that's full, or one bottle that's like reusable, that's empty, like a water bottle that you reuse, like you take to the gym. I personally took a bottle that you can refill. I took an empty one that you could refill. It had a water filter in it, and I got it from Target, so I'll link that down below if you want to check that out. It was really neat. It has a water filter in it, so that way, because they're having to use a lot of water, you don't know how filtered it is, and that little filter in the bottle can help keep your water clean. You're also allowed to bring a small snack. Like last year, I took like a little bag of Cheez-Its for me and my dad, my friend, and I would totally recommend bringing a snack of something just so you don't have to spend all your merch money on food because it's expensive. And now I'm just going to do some general tips that I have for you for Warped Tour. And last year, and I think they've done it a lot in the past, I'm pretty sure they're doing it this year, they Warped Tour and this company, they come together and you can skip the line and get in to Warped Tour early. If you bring like 2 cans a person, you get this wristband and you get in a special line and you can get in before everybody else that's in the other lines that didn't bring cans, and it's pretty neat. Another comment on those the cans is like the cans are like donations that go to hungry people in your town. Like it's not just going to someone way off, even though that's helpful. It's going to actually somebody in your community, which is amazing. The very first thing I feel like you should do when you get inside of your venue is find a set list, which is going to have it usually has a map on the back. Hold on, let me see if I can find mine. So I made a scrapbook of all my pictures and stuff from Warped Tour, so I actually have my set list still. And what it has everything separated out by stages, and it tells you what times and which bands are playing on each stage. And that's really helpful because they change the times and stuff. They all stay on, each band has their own set stage, but their times change every day so that no one band is like a headliner. So it gets all of the band's rotation, and that's pretty neat. Now that's one thing that's really awesome about Warped Tour is like all of the bands get a chance to, play at the end of the night. So once you get that, I would throw in, use a Sharpie and mark which bands you want to see prioritized, because some of your bands might be playing at the same time on different stages, and I think it's easy just to plan out your day, be like, we're gonna go here, 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 and here throughout the entire day, and that's just really helpful and will make your day less stressful. I cannot stress this enough. Stay hydrated. Drink water. Don't just drink soda and all that stuff. Drink water, or if you want like Gatorade or something that'll keep your I think it's like hydrolytes up, and just keep you hydrated, because it's really easy to get caught up in the moment and forget to keep yourself hydrated, and you have heat stroke or you pass out or something. It's not fun. Another thing that I can't stress enough is reapply your sunscreen. Unless you want to leave Warped Tour looking like a lobster, then I would recommend putting on your sunscreen regularly. If you're going with other people, I would recommend, setting a meeting place just in case you get separated in the crowd or at one of the band sets, or just if you want to see this band but they want to see this band, then you can, then they're playing at the same time, then you can have a place where you can both meet up afterwards and get back together. If you decide you want to get in the mosh pit or crowd surf, just please be careful, because when I was at Warped Tour last year, I had this experience where this girl was crowd surfing and she got pushed to where there was like a little hole in the crowd, and she started falling, and everybody was like trying to catch her, but we couldn't catch her, and she fell, and she was talking about her neck hurt, and she just laid there for a second. I'm like trying to help her up, and it was just bad. Like somebody took her to like the medical tent or whatever, and my friend said he thought he saw her later and she looked okay, but just please be careful. I don't want anything to happen to you guys at Warped Tour. It's fun, be safe. But just the overall big tip for Warped Tour is just have fun, but be safe about it. Don't make stupid decisions that can endanger your life or the lives of others. Just have fun. So that's it for my Warped Tour tips video, and I will leave links to some different stuff down below. Just let me know in the comments what's your top 5 favorite bands you're looking forward to for Warped Tour, and if I forgot any tips or things that you think might help other people, leave them in the comments, so that way those people can read the comments and see stuff that I may have missed. Right, until the next video, bye guys.